What's up, guys? It's your boy Honestly Bad or Albert, and you guys don't know how good it feels to say that again. Here it is, my Veloster N. So this is a 2019 Hyundai Veloster N with the performance package. Now, if you don't know, they got rid of the performance package. The performance package came standard in the newer models, but this is the baby. This is why I haven't been here for a while. So I've actually owned the car now for over a year. Like, I think my 1 year anniversary was like 2-3 weeks ago with the car, and I've already put 20,000 miles on the car. I bought it with 26,000 miles, and I'm already at like 46,000 with the car. So we're going to talk about the car first, and then I'll go over some updates with you guys, of course. But you know, this one's going to be a little different. I want to actually talk about a car instead of like, this is the car, right? Why a Veloster N? I don't know if you guys heard, I kind of teased about me going back to Korean, and this was the car I was talking about. I remember when the car came out, it was just a little bit out of my price point back when I bought the Forte GT, but a lot of my friends will remember me saying like, hey, you know, this is the car I should have bought. Anytime we go to a car meet and one of these would pull up, I would always say, this is the car that I should have bought. And, you know, right after we bought the Kia Forte, before I even started doing YouTube, my dad and I went and test drove one just to see what it was about back in like 2020. And we drove the car. And even my dad turned to me and said, Albert, if you didn't have the Kia, I would let you buy this. He's like, well, why didn't you buy this car? Why didn't you buy this car? And at the time, I could not afford the payment on a Veloster N, found any money down. And then, like I said, I leased the Forte, but this one's bought. I bought it pre-used, and it is a certified pre-owned, so I still have some warranty on it. I did probably a little extended warranty just in case. Which everyone's going to be like, well, Albert, aren't you going to mod it? And we'll get into that. But this specific car, I was actually watching on Car Gurus for a while, not sponsored, but it was one of those things where I saw the price for it. It was at $32,000. I'm like, it's too much, right? This is when the market was really high. And then I kid you not, I check it every day, get a little lower, and then after a date, back in, gosh, I think it was in April, the day after, I was bored. I went on Car Gurus, you know, looking through cars, and I saw the price on this one's dropped down to $28,000, and I'm like, yeah, I could go buy this. So I kid you not, I went, traded in the Civic, and bought this, and ever since, I beat the living crap out of this car, and it's been absolutely taking it. And I've been a huge stickler on maintenance, oil changes, making sure I do like fuel additive every oil change, just to make sure that I don't get any more carbon buildup and clean out the injectors on the car, and it's been a dream. The one thing I guess I could gripe about this one when I bought it, the previous owner, I bet you he had some nice wheels, because these are practically winter tires on the car, and these wheels are pretty beat up, so I bet you these are his winter wheels, which is fine for me because now I can focus on buying nice rims for summer tires instead of having to buy winter tires, which no one wants to buy winter tires and winter wheels, right? And I don't have to worry about ruining the stock nice wheels, because in my opinion, the stock wheels on this car is really nice. I already have gotten my first speeding ticket on this car. I did fight it though, because it was BS, and I won. So I'm on court supervision, but I did get my first speeding ticket on the car. I have not done anything to this car yet. Like I said, the previous owner did do the wheels and tires, but he also had this nice little pinstripe. At first I hated it, but it's kind of grown on me, and I've actually really liked it. But other than that, I did hardwire my radar detector in there, which I will do a video on because it was super easy. I might as well take it apart, put it back together. It's not hard to do at all. And then the previous owner did tint the windows. How dark are they? They're pretty dark. But the windshield's not tinted, which is nice because my Civic's windshield was tinted, and I absolutely hated it. Now, a couple of announcements too. I did join a car crew. I am a part of Rides for Ribbons. One of my good friends is the owner of Rides for Ribbons. He just started it up, and I am the designated crew lead right now. My role in the crew is to help grow it, help promote it, and also help fund it. But we are new. Go ahead, check us out on our Instagram. The link's going to be in the description. We're trying to get that following going. You know, I know some people are going to be like, oh, Albert, you're in a car crew, like takeovers and da-da-da-da. We're kind of against takeovers. We feel like they kind of ruin the car community a little bit. Everyone has their own take. That's my personal thing. But we want to have, you know, good official meets, you know, where we properly do it with the law and get, you know, the proper stuff to do it right? You know what I mean? But the main thing with Rides for Ribbons is it is more of a cancer foundation, helping cancer foundations and helping families with kids with cancer through cars. So we want to raise money for families. You know, cancer for me is very dear. I've had multiple family members taken from cancer, multiple family members who survived cancer, and a cancer scare myself. So it's very dear and hearted to me, and I want to grow it properly instead of it being just another car crew. So that's kind of why that is there. We do have some sponsors. HelpMe2Low, which is my business, is going to be sponsoring Rides for Ribbons and this car. So is RK Wraps. He is in Joliet. They're going to be helping us too. I do have a good amount of plans for the car, but we're going to take a step back. So the thing with this car is I love it how it is. I love the way the exhaust sounds. I love the way it drives. I don't want to do anything to the suspension. The only thing that's on my list this year right now, 100% for sure, is wheels and tires. Because I want a nice summer set of wheels and tires. I have a couple ideas. I kind of want to make sure I finalize it before I purchase them, other than like I did with the Kia, where I just kind of bought it. But we want to make sure we get, you know, a good set of wheels. So if you guys have any recommendations, leave it down below. Another thing with my YouTube channel and everything, it's kind of sucked that it's been hard to make channel content. I haven't posted, I think, in like 400 something days. It's been over a year. I moved back in with my mom, and I did start a job as a software engineer. That's been going super well, and that's part of the reason why I started my business too. If you want more about the business, make sure you check it out. Link's going to be in the description on the YouTube channel for it. But I'll be posting there as well if you guys want an insight on that. But this channel is going to be strictly about myself and the cars. So, but you know, I went through a lot of stuff last year health-wise. I'm still going through. I'm going to have to start taking a shot in the thigh every week starting Monday. So that's going to be fun. And then a lot of life lessons with friends, family, and relationships that happened last year too. And it took a huge toll on me, but you know, I'm finally in a right mental headspace where I can be creative again and motivated to do stuff. And that's why I'm finally making this video at the end of April. It's almost May. You know, saying, hey, this is the car I've been whipping around. No more Civic. I should have kept the Civic. The Civic was paid off. That would have been a great project car anytime I would want to fiddle with something. But the thing with the Civic, I was having a lot of electrical stuff. Like, it kept popping fuses and relays in different areas in the car, and I knew that was going to be a pain in the butt, you know, to fix. But it would have been a really nice project car. The rust really wasn't that bad. It was really more just body rust, nothing on the frame. But it is what it is. I'm extremely happy with this car. So what is my plans? Now, when it comes to YouTube content, I really want to focus more on myself. If that's going to sound selfish, but let me explain. So, I love driving. You know, I used to drive with racing simulators all the time, and I absolutely loved it. And the thing with cars is I always kind of wanted to find a budget way to get into that. Now, a $30,000 Veloster N really isn't budget, but this car, I do plan on taking it to autocross and track events in the area, and kind of just documenting my road of becoming a better driver. You know, I do want to take it with the winter tires because this is how I bought the car. Yes, the sport tires or the summer tires on the stock car are much better than these, so technically it's a bad example, but you know, I'll start with these wheels, and then when I get the other wheels and tires, we'll see how I do, and kind of just compare and grow with it. I think that would be a lot of fun and something to do, a little different, and then eventually mod the crap out of the car. But the thing is, my goal in life isn't a Veloster N. If you know me personally, you know exactly what car I'm talking about. And I just hit my mic. I want to make sure it works. Did I turn it off by accident? No, we're good. But if you're one of my friends, you know what that car is, and I really, really just want to work hard and go straight to that car. You know, I've spent way too much money on cars. This is my 10th car. I owned 10 cars in about 4 years. I'm not proud of it. I was very, I guess, stupid. I'll just admit it. I was stupid, and you know, I want to keep this car. I've already had it for a year. Nothing's been wrong with it. I haven't touched the car other than hardwiring a radar detector properly. So really, you know, I'm going to hold off on modding the car for now. And I know a lot of people is going to be upset because, you know, that was what my channel kind of came around, was modding a Kia Forte GT, which no one did. You know, yes, there's people on YouTube that mod this car, but I still feel like it's not being done properly, and I do want to do that in the future. So right now my goal is to pay this car off as fast as I can and start getting towards my next car. Now, am I going to go straight to that dream car as my next car? I don't know. It could be a beater just to drive around if I blow this up. Who knows? I don't know exactly. We can't, you know, count on the plan, but in my foreseeable future, I'm going to pay this car off, do some adult things like buying a condo or a townhouse, and then buying my dream car. But when I pay this car off, there's a lot of stuff I want to do to it. There's so much stuff I want to do to it. There's a wide body kit. I haven't seen a wide body kit in person on this car yet. I don't think anyone has done a wide body kit on it. And I want to do the wide body with the bigger wing, and then the hybrid turbo. It's a KO4 with Garrett internals, I believe. I just think this car would be so much fun as a little track toy. And that's what this will become once I buy my next car. And the reason I want to do this, I want to do this the right way. You know, I don't necessarily want to be a one-car man. You know, that's going to sound bad for the women, but I don't want to be a one-car man. I'll be a one-girl woman. One girl. Listen, ladies. I'm a one-girl man, but I'm not a one-car man. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I want to have more cars. You know, my favorite YouTuber is Stradman, and you know, I've watched him since before he had the Gallardo, and I watched him grow, and I want to be like that. That is my inspiration right there, is the Stradman. You know, I live literally, I could ride my bike to Iron Gate, where Hamilton Collection is at, which I guess is saying a lot about my location, but that's where I live, you know, and I get to see them. Like, I kid you not, I drove past when they took delivery of the Pagani Huayra Roadster. So I want to be like that. You know, I'm not saying about the money, I want the cars. You know, and the cars I want, I believe, really aren't that crazy. I'm not going to name my dream car. If you know, you know. But, like, for example, I would love to have an Alfa 4C, the newer Aston Martin Vantages, the Lotus Emira that's coming out is, I'm in love with that car. A Lotus Evora GT, you know, some quirky cars, because I modded a Kia Forte GT, guys. Come on, like, I'm a quirky guy. You gotta admit that. But I want to have fun again. I want to have fun. I want to make some fun content with this car. Some stupid content, that how to use launch control. Like, I don't know. I had to do launch control 3 times to make this video for this car. But yeah, really, like, plans right now, like I said, I'm going to figure out some content. You know, I'm probably going to reach out to dealerships again, see if I can do some more reviews. But if you guys have any recommendations on content, definitely hit me up. Like, leave a comment down below. I know it's been way overdue. I know I want to do 5 things I love and 5 things I hate about the car. The 5 things I hate is probably going to be much, much harder. But there is some things I don't like about the car. And there's a lot of things I absolutely love about the car. And I want to talk about that in 2 separate videos if I can. Just try to milk out some content there. But we're very close to 1,000 subscribers. I really want to hit that goal this year. And I think with the Veloster N, I could definitely hit that. But like I said, guys, it's been your boy, Honestly Badder Albert. Check out HelpMe2Low. Rights for Ribbons, RK Wraps down in the description below. And if you guys have any questions, please let me know. If not, it was nice seeing you guys.